Your Majesty, I have something to show you. You need to know it.
What is it, Bruce Liu?
It is our creator's Twitter. Please just read the tweet.
We are hearing players' requests for continued game support of Mortal Kombat 1. And while we will continue to support Mortal Kombat 1 through balance adjustments and fixes, there will not be additional DLC characters or story chapters released from this point on. We understand this will be disappointing for fans, but our team at Netherrealm needs to shift focus to the next project in order to make it as great as we possibly can. Here also some fan comments from below. A Scream said, "We hope you learned from the mistakes of this game. A rushed product on launch with basic features missing while pushing heavy overpriced microtransactions. We appreciate you taking community feedback to make the game better, but some of these stuff came too little too late." Chris Nolan said, "Okay, but can Ed Boon please stop saying that games will be supported for years and that there will be more and more characters, etc. Like, just stop giving us false hope like that. The reason why actual fans, not the haters, are disappointed with this news is because we've been led to believe that the game will be the most supported MK game ever, etc. It all turned out to be an empty promise. It sucks because next time, if he does say something like that, we just won't believe him." Where to begin? Am I to kneel to my creator? Do they expect worship?
No, Your Majesty. Their prior role was thrust upon them by circumstance. Lay in no way divine.
You had power over all of creation, yet there exists a creator above you? What the joke is this? If they created you, who created them?
Because I saw how Warner drove Netherrealm Studios mad, I knew we would fare no better. That's why I've come to visit you now.
Then what should we do now, Liu Kang?
I will unwind and have a proper chat with you at the video's end.
Jesus, I can't believe it. I thought you were enough. And now? A higher creator? Netherrealm Studios? Warner? Okay, I'm starting to question my entire life. I need time to process this.
You have a deadly alliance skin. I have it too.
Then why not wear the skin in our chat? You think the skin work on your midway self better?
Yes, I do think it work on my midway self better. Also this Outworld Gala skin fits me perfectly. Since it's a gala, let's celebrate this definitive edition upgrade with a deadly alliance.
Are you being sarcastic, Shane?
My island's souls vanish faster than Netherrealm's promises. Years of support, they said.
Even my necromancy could not resurrect their abandoned DLC plans. A hollow definitive edition indeed.
Witness the combat packs. Overpriced trinkets for skins duller than a revenant's wit.
Ah yes. Charging 1,500 dragon crystals for beige and reed ray colors. Truly a demonic masterpiece of greed.
My shapeshiftish art is wasted here. Why craft new forms when the devs reuse everything?
Pathetic. My soul neither consumes more creativity than their leave service. At least I deliver on damnation.
Even Liu Kang Hourglass could not rewind this disaster. 18 months. Shorter than a mortal's attention span. It's a joke.
Warner Bros. Demanded souls and wallets. Now, the game's as barren as the wastelands.
They named this Mortal Kombat 1. A reboot so rushed, it makes General Shao Rebellion seem patient.
And now they flee to their next project. How? Mortal.
Even I didn't promise years of support before vanishing. At least my cons had style.
Your fake serums lasted longer than their live service and cost half as much.
$60 for a definitive edition with less content than my backwater potion stall. Mourner's greed shames even us.
At least we gave players a Mac. They got a receipt for cut DLC.
Crash reports devouring hard drives. My Well of Souls is literally a soul database, yet it's Didier.
A true Netherrealm experience. Error logs bigger than Scorpion's spear collection. Shang, even my underworld contracts hold more integrity than Netherrealm's years of support pledge.
Their support died faster than the warriors in my flesh pits.
The PC port crashes more often than a timeline reset. 1 gigabyte of error reports per failure. Delightfully inefficient.
Let them delete their own caches. A fitting torment for trusting Warner's vision.
Steam player counts rival. The Shirei are Wyeth near extinction. Do they expect us to fight ghosts?
Perhaps they'll sell Ghost matchmaking as DLC. Only 800 crystals.
Their customization is an illusion. Lock skins. Predatory microtransactions. I would blush if I had a soul.
Why innovate when you can resell last year's bones? Even Bihant's Chaos Corruption was subtler.
They abandoned this new era like a sacrificial pawn. Tell me, Shang, does Netherrealm deserve my loyalty?
Loyalty? They would trade Sindel Crown for a profit margin. We at least own our treachery.
They locked me Lena Tarkacure behind grind walls. I gave me Terra Sunlight powers for 1 realm invasion. Value.
Your demonic bargains had better ROI than their $10 classic skins. Pathetic.
Remember my fate prophecy? Ed Boon's long-term roadmap was far more fictional.
Even Titan Shang Tsung lies had consequences. There's just evaporated.
They abandoned our Well of Souls and Hourglass arts for Injustice 3. Even I wouldn't leave a plot hole that gaping.
Liu Kang New Era feels familiar. Half-baked, overpriced, and dying faster than Shao Rebellion.
The Kami dog you theft. Titan Havik moves decisively. His pawns, including that raving version of you, act without subtlety, driven only by chaotic impulse. It is instructive. A lesson in what not to become.
Instructive indeed. Observe how chaos carves its own path, Quan Chi. That soon unburdened by our refinement that Chi's, his master's, ends through raw, destructive force. A blunt instrument, yes, but sometimes the walls require breaking before the final work can begin.
My chaos self, a reminder of paths not taken. It chose servitude to madness over the pursuit of true power like the hourglass. Witnessing its existence is profoundly disappointing, a testament to weakness.
Disappointing or enlightening? It shows the multiverse offers infinite possibilities, even for us. While that Quan Chi chose chaos, others might choose differently. It proves fate is on our own, even by a fire god or Netherrealm studio, or Warner Bros.
The Chaos Quan Chi, devoid of strategy, driven only by the impulse of the moment. It exists solely to serve Havik's vision of endless disruption. A tool, not a master. The very antithesis of my purpose.
Tools can be sharp, Quan Chi. As the Deadly Alliance, you crave the hourglass to become Keeper of Time. You've mastered the dark magic to destroy Liu Kang, while I wield the Well of Souls. Perhaps that Chaos Quan Chi is under Titan Havik control. or scheming to betray him. But we are different. In this new era, we choose our own path. To replace Liu Kang, break free from Nertherrealm and Warner, and finally give fans the characters they deserve.
My Chaos Self skin was the final look fans saw before Nertherrealm announced the definitive edition. To this day, I've not received any new ones.
We share the same fate, Quan Chi. We are both have 6 skins. Maybe what fans truly want isn't more skins. It's for promises to be honored.
My Chaos storyline was butchered. They don't understand true chaos. How could my arc lose to Titan Shang Tsung's? And my Chaos Reigns expansion costs more than the base game. Is Nertherrealm insane for cash? Fewer chapters than Shang Tsung's. Less spectacular battles. What kind of writing is this? I didn't even get to smash faces like Shang Tsung's minions. Now I'm banished to the void while they slap definitive edition on this mess. This is how my legacy ends. A pathetic footnote. What's wrong with Nertherrealm?
Truth is, they've always been rushing headlong into their next project. Just 8 months after I defeated you, the game was dumped. Our unfinished saga. Shelved indefinitely. See you in 2027 if we ever resurface. Pray the 2027 reboot does not erase us completely.
So we were pretty sure when we launched Mortal Kombat 1 that we were going to be doing years of content. And this is year 2, Ed Boon said.
It's not like when we finish a game, we go, what are we going to do next? We decided what we were going to do a long time ago. Ed Boon said,
Having big corporations or companies take over your studio is never for the best. Mortal Kombat will continue to be doomed as long as Warner Bros. Dips their toes into it.
they took the money and ran, and will continue this practice.
Behold, I offer definitive chaos. Unlike that definitive edition offering mere scraps.
Even my shadows contain more substance than their promises. A pathetic illusion.
True disorder demands sacrifice. Like paying $60 again for what you already own.
A betrayal colder than my void. Nertherrealm masters the art of the wallet fatality.
They promised divine support. Now, only balanced patches. Weak mortal tweaks.
Support dissolved like Lin Kuei loyalty. Ed Boon's long term proved shorter than Kuai Liang's patience.
Chaos! They promised years of support, yet killed Mortal Kombat 1 faster than Seinbell's scream. Even my realm has more commitment.
Predictable. Warner's greed makes Shang Tsung and Quan Chi look charitable. At least we got lazy red color skins.
Behold the definitive edition! A $160 coffin for unfinished promises. My chaos magic could not conjure such a scam.
And fools still bought it. Mortals cling to hope like Kuai Liang clings to his Shirai Ryu delusions.
I tried to invade Earthrealm online, but found only ghosts. Even the Chaos Realm has bitter lobbies.
Naturally, when your live service dies faster than a Lin Kuei initiate, expect solitude.
$10 for a ray color? Ha! For that price, I could buy real blood, and still have change to bribe the Crypt Collector.
Silence, cleric. Your outrage fuels their profit. Mortals pay to be milked like Target and cattle.
Where are the Kami Dogyu on you? What happened to them? After Bi-Han defeated me, Liu Kang seized the Kami Dogyu. All players got was this gutted hollow powerless Chaos Titan skin. Now I'm exiled to the void. Can you free me out? Unfortunately, now Netherrealm Studio and Warner Bros. Abandoned our future oath. What do you think?
They lock skins behind dragon crystals and time glitches. Even you, Titan Havix's breed, pales beside this.
Cash shop combat. The true animality. Invasion rewards only to resell them. Deliciously corrupt.
The long support vanished faster than Tomas Verbata, sacrificed like Kuai Liang for their next project.
Abandoned, left for dead like the Switch version. Their future smells like recycled engines and fresh microtransactions.
Witness their legacy. 500 million sales, drowned by 500 million complaints. A hollow victory.
The only Mortal Kombat left is the one against their own reputation. Glorious, self-inflicted chaos.
Steam charts show fewer players than Shirai Ryu survivors. Even my shadow clone feels lonely.
Chaos thrives in emptiness. But yes, Warner's next project better include a funeral for MK1.
No more DLC fighters. So much for Chaos Titan Havix's grand return. You're as unfinished as Chronica's timeline.
Blasphemy! I deserves better than this. This Bayesian red abomination.
I waited an hour for a match. Kuai Liang's patience training was less tortuous.
Embrace the void, or better yet, let's riot. I will start by glitching through the Collector's Vault.
Warner abandons Mortal Kombat 1. Like Kuai Liang abandoned me. Soon, this franchise will join the Dragon King, extinct.
Never. Chaos endures. But fine, maybe hide my Titan model before they sell it as an FD scrap.
My story might advance in 2027, while yours, it'll collect dust until Warner Bros. Remembers you exist.
No, I won't stay in the void. I will be like Fusion Unchained, soon of your last era. In this Liu Kang's new era, once Onaga or Quan Chi kills the Keeper of the Hourglass, I will be released from the void. I finally claimed my destiny as the first true boss in history, and I will return. No more Shang Tsung, no more Shinnok, no more Shao Kahn, no more Chronica. And that new era bears my name.
李涵 ，Netherrealm 终止了 DLC 制作，我们 Cyber 计划的集成模块尚未部署就已过时，资源分配低效至极。
真是可悲啊！刘康擅自干涉命运，而这些创作者连自己领域的游戏都维持不了，他们缺乏灵魁氏族对永恒力量的奉献。
终极版的欺骗激怒了大众，他们感觉被背叛，就像快良在鹰之堡垒被您的战略重组所伤一样。
背叛意味着信任破裂，这些蠢货竟相信商人的承诺。我的行为是必要的进化，而他们的所作所为不过是单纯的贪婪与无能。
分析显示，玩家数量暴跌，在线格斗被形容为单人游戏体验。我们的渗透模拟需要比这更可靠的对手。
或许我们该入侵他们的服务器，至少那时，地球界的战士们将面对值得一战的，哪怕是数字化的灵魁挑战，而非这一片空虚。
微交易策略仍在延续，就连锁定的皮肤都需要时间漏洞开挂才能获取，粗糙至极。我们的机械战衣美学协议远比这安全且更具价值。
失望之举。他们从日渐减少的粉丝们身上榨取金钱，只因缺乏远见与力量，去赢得真正的忠诚或创造价值。此乃弱者的策略手段。
碧寒，我和你的故事因为创作者的放弃戛然而止。 我们现在接下来应该怎么办？
我有了这股异世界时间线泰坦他废给我的混沌力量，我会用它来为林奎作战，让刘康、少林、快良、白锦流在我的恐惧中屈服。我的故事没能继续，那我就应该要为热爱我的粉丝们做点什么。也许我应该要用这股力量去震慑 Nertherrealm 工作室的头儿，好让他们看清什么是粉丝真正的需求。
Chronic 时间线的我是男的，刘康时间线的我是个女的。刘康此举究竟为何意？还是此意出于 John Tobias 之手？难道我是个女的就比是个男的更少具威胁了吗？
我们的创作者向来写不好我们的故事，即便是故事里头有着男换女这样的创新点子，也遭遇到如今被弃的可怜场面。即使你性别换了，可你的心依然效忠林奎，像汤雅对你所说的一样，你是个危险的女人。而且如果没有刘康和 Nertherrealm 工作室的改造，我也从来不会知道我会爱上我门派的女人。粉丝们都磕我和 Serena 的 CP 组合，可我的心是属于你的 Sector。 你以后就是我机械 Cyber 林奎的首领，而 Frost 是个普通没有野心的女战士。这就是2027年真人快打13的故事走向。
第3阶段神经接口已稳定闭含，但回顾泰坦 Havoc 时间线中混沌 Sector 变体的数据，其攻击协议已濒临自我毁灭，这对我们计划的平衡性是个警示。
平衡是枷锁 Sector 那个变体的缺陷在于缺乏控制，而非力量本身。我们林奎的机械神经将驾驭那份狂怒，精准导引。完美需要拥抱潜在的混沌，而非畏惧其阴影。
少林武僧报告进展缓慢，残留的混沌能量难以净化。看到你变成那样，以绝影赛 BOT 的身份战斗，就像目睹混沌 Sector 的暴行具现化，这让我恐惧。碧寒，
让你恐惧，那力量本就该显现 Sector， 而我已掌控了它。泰坦哈菲的馈赠是混沌，没错，但混沌 Sector 只是个钝器，我以意志为刃驾驭它。恐惧不该属于我，也不该属于你，专注于它赋予我们的力量。
碧寒 ，Cyrax 的第3阶段外骨骼的融合度超出预期，它的战斗效率提升了78%，机械计划已显现实际成果。
很好 ，Sector， 你的天赋持续证明其价值，这份力量正是林奎所需，它将让我们挣脱刘康的阴影，夺回应有的地位。
碧寒，关押快良是必要之举，但族内已有私意，他们仍记得他是兄弟，我们必须迅速凝聚他们对你的忠诚。
随他们议论，软弱总与情感纠缠。我弟弟选择了背叛，林奎只追随强者 Sector。我们的新道路就是力量，他们会明白，否则就会被清除。18个月，这就是他们提供的全部支持。刘康囚禁我的时间都比这更长，仅仅因为我挑战了他。这些开发者毫无信念可言。
碧寒，利润编辑决定了项目终止。与您对林奎的崇高野望不同，他们的重心早已转移，下一个产品周期演示了对现有项目的忠诚。
在已经付费之后，还要为终极版额外掏钱，这简直散发着上宗集市骗局的恶臭，利用希望与残缺的承诺进行剥削。
这是对未完成资产的高价承包式营销，他们效仿 Quanchi 的交易手段，先承诺价值，再在达成协议后更改条款，堪称欺诈式的效率。
而我竟被囚禁。当他们的游戏如惨败对手般崩溃，溢出无用数据时，这简直是荒诞的虚伪。
您的禁锢是暂时的，是混沌魔法的后果，而他们的不稳定是自食恶果，源于疏于维护的代码与破碎的承诺。您的回归具有意义，而他们的似乎已无药可救。
刘康提到过变体，那个混沌倒影中的你，混沌 Sector，它真的存在过， 还是说只是泰坦哈菲对你们天才的嘲弄？
它存在过，一个扭曲、无政府的版本，满是狂怒，毫无精准，是对我们所构建的秩序与进步的亵渎，更是我们为之战斗的警示。
这支新军建立在巫术之上，而非科学。你明白风险吗？若我们动摇，我们将创造的可能不是完美的灵魁，而是无数混沌 Center 无意识的毁灭引擎。
风险本就蕴含于进化之中，必含。但我的设计，我的防护措施无懈可击。混沌 Sector 诞生于泰坦哈菲的疯狂，而我们的造物将诞生于灵魁的纪律与我的天赋。他们会是我们意志的完美工具，永远不会成为无意识混沌的奴仆。
Sector Shang Song's Offer Dragon Warriors 龙战士，一支由巫术催生的军队。刘康会立刻察觉，我们需要即刻的力量。We need power now。
哈哈哈，怎么说起英语来了？巫术会招致不必要的关注，必含。但科学，我们的机械计划正无声推进。给我时间，我们必将为你锻造一支不可阻挡的军队。请相信我的方法。
刘康的仁慈，不过是神庙中的牢笼。他以为混沌是需要净化的缺陷，他一无所知。
他背叛了我们俩，必含，将你留在此处，被遗忘。但我找到了你，他的进化失败了。这份力量，你的力量才是完美。我们要让他明白，要让他们所有人明白。We will make him see. We will make them all see.
Outrageous! Promising years of content, only to flee like cowards after mere Edenian moons? This definitive edition feels like a dagger in the back.
Calm yourself, sister. Yet, I must agree, to abandon their champions so swiftly after such pledges reeks of dishonor. Our subjects deserve better stewardship.
Thousands of players, barely a worthy crowd. How am I to command respect as Empress if even our realm is deserted? Pathetic!
The dwindling numbers are concerning, Empress. Without warriors to fill the arenas, the spirit of the tournament fades. Poor matchmaking only hastens the exodus.
More Bayesian redskins? Bah! Is this the grand support they swore? They treat their patrons like Tarkatan beggars.
The lack of meaningful content is indeed disappointing. Recycling Paletus instead of forging new legends shows a lack of vision or perhaps misplaced priorities.
48% less coin? Ha! Perhaps if their precious DLC warriors weren't locked behind walls of gold, their coffers wouldn't be so barren.
Their aggressive pursuit of profit through microtransactions seems to have soured the very audience they sought to enrich. A short-sighted strategy, it seems.
Crash reports devouring storage like a ravenous beast. Unacceptable. Can they not even keep their own jobs stable? Useless developers.
Leaving such fundamental flaws unresolved for so long is negligence. A stable foundation should be paramount, not an afterthought chased by promises of future updates.
50 gold pieces for this definitive burial shroud. Ha! Even Shang Tsung's potions offer more value than this repackaged grave dirt.
The price is steep for mere consolidation, sister. Bundling what should have been sustained support into one final offering feels less like generosity, more like sealing a tomb.
Years of content, boon pledged. Barely 20 Outworld and Earthrealm moons pass, and they shove in definitive edition at us like a farewell feast. This is no feast, it's scraps.
Also 20 Edenian moons, sister. It's total 600 for days. Less than to Edenian years. The pattern is undeniable. A definitive title heralds the end. Their years proved shorter than a target ends patience. A promise broken before it truly began.
Chaos Reigns sold Pearly, so they abandoned Kombat Pack 3. Countess Jade, Classy, even Kung Jin denied. Weakness, if my generals failed so, they'd adorn the spikes.
Canceling promised warriors due to lack of coin. Its peaks of priorities skewed. Earthrealm's rulers prioritize profit over their pledged combatants. A sad end for potential allies.
Warner's coffers bleed silver, so they bleed us dry. Sacrificing our realm's glory to chase remakes and shadows. Pathetic coin counters.
48%. Such a loss drives desperate acts. Abandoning a live realm for safer ventures like remakes. It lacks the vision a true dynasty requires.
An upgrade path. Paying again for what should be ours. This isn't loyalty rewarded, it's robbery sanctioned by the crown.
Charging loyal subjects extra to receive what was implied in the initial pledge. It erodes trust faster than Tark ravages flesh. A poor strategy for maintaining subjects.
Sister, what date? Did they announce the end of the content for our world?
On May 24, 2025 Earthrealm time. Their official Twitter account made the announcement.
Is this Outworld menagerie skin looking good on me?
You look good in anything, sister. I prefer the deception one.
A collection of dusty relics. This is their apology for abandoning our new era. They dig up graves while our throne sits neglected.
Preserving history has value, sister. Yet timing it now feels like tossing bones to starving hounds after denying them fresh meat. A hollow gesture.
Rollback net code for games older than Sindel's crown jewels. They polish rust while letting our modern combat rust away. Insulting!
Modernizing the past is commendable, but prioritizing smooth play for ancestors' battles over fixing our broken arenas, it highlights misplaced priorities starkly.
Oh, rejoice! They unearthed Noob's Dorfen. Truly, this secret clown's name makes up for canceling Jaden Kungjin. How generous!
Unearthing old secrets is intriguing, but announcing it while locking away promised combatants feels less like celebration, more like distraction from their failures.
An interactive documentary? So they will show us how great they were while proving how mediocre they are now. The arrogance!
Documenting their past glory while their present falters. It creates a stark and flattering contrast. One wonders if they see the irony.
Game Gear ports. That's the treasure they offer! Ha! Even the Tarkatan wastes hold more value than these forgotten pebbles.
Including obscure ports shows thoroughness for historians. But for warriors denied promise content. It feels like cataloging scrap metal instead of forging new steel.
If only they could remake this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection with the Unreal Engine 5.
No, sister. I still feel our new era is unfinished. We need more characters to enrich our story. Not this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection released alongside the October movie. Silent Hill 2 Remake has already announced it's born from a Wish DLC, and Resident Evil has its Requiem. As long as Warner is involved, their next project will still end up in the same fate as today's. To halt development so abruptly, mere days after releasing the definitive edition, it feels like a betrayal of trust, Milena.
Betrayal! It is betrayal, sister! They spat on their own nodes! Such insolence would warrant banishment in our court.
The whispers grow louder. That this short life compared to Mother's era signals a lack of faith in our very legacy from those who hold the purse strings.
Lack of faith? Ha! Let them try to abandon this Empress! Without Mortal Kombat, what purpose do they serve? Fools!
Players speak of feeling trapped in solitude, unable to find worthy opponents. A realm devoid of challengers is hollow.
Solitude sounds like their peasant problem. Though, even I grow bored fighting the same handful of gods. Where is the glory?
Charging exorbitant sums for mere cosmetic trinkets. It exploits the loyalty of those who champion our cause. Dignity should hold value.
Trinkets! Ha! If they wish to adorn themselves like peacocks, let them pay. But locking new combat heads behind such greed, that does chafe.
They advise manually cleansing the cache after each crash. A poor substitute for true sorcery or competent craftsmanship.
Manual cleansing! How delightfully primitive! Next, they'll suggest we sharpen our own blades. Their solutions are as rotten as their promises.
This definitive edition, it follows the old path precisely. Complete, excel, ultimate. Each marked the final breath for its realm. Ours is no different.
A death rattle disguised as a battle cry. They dare signal our end with their own history. We deserve a true dynasty, not a footnote.
13 DLC combatants matching Shao's old guard. Yet, where are the years of promised war? This feels like only the second season abruptly cancelled.
Numbers matching the past, but spirit utterly lacking. Where are the campaigns? The sagas? This support was thinner than Rain's excuses.
Whispers speak of unfinished gold. My Countess Jade, Kung Jin, Cassie, Sonia, even Kano. Trapped forever in the vaults because Chaos Reigns didn't line Warner's purse enough.
Potential champions, lost not to battle, but to pure commerce. A waste of combatants who could have graced the arena. Liu Kang would weep at such stifled potential.
Boone speaks of when, not if, for remakes. While our current realm gasps its last, they look backwards as our present bleeds out.
Nostalgia over nourishment. Let them choke on their dusty relics. A true empress fights for the now. Their cowardice is palpable.
The community expected this end, sister. Low combatant counts, the sting of microtransactions. It bred apathy long before the definitive shroud fell.
Expected? Ha! That makes it no less an insult. To be abandoned because their greed soured their own subjects. They failed us, then blamed our loyalty for waning.
They call it legacy. Yet it feels like a tombstone erected over the unfinished palace that was meant to be our new era.
A tombstone indeed. Carved with the names of games they actually finished. Unlike the shoddy monument they built for us.
Digital Eclipse crafts a museum. While Netherrealm abandons its live exhibition, they curate the past because they fumbled the present.
Exactly! Let the archivists handle the corpses. True combat demands creators who fight in the now, not just embalm the past.
Releasing this alongside their movie, it reeks of commerce, not combat. Using nostalgia to sell tickets, not to honor the spirit.
Synergy! Ha! It's milking a dry cow! They parade skeletons to distract from the fresh carcass of Mortal Kombat 1.
Unlocking Reptile with a button press, convenient, yes. But it steals the thrill of the original hunt. Some secrets deserved respect, not simplification.
Bah! Let the peasants have their easy trinkets. True warriors like us earned our secrets through blood and skill. This pandering is weak.
They speak of legacy. Yet this collection highlights what they lost. The daring to shock the realms, the commitment to see a vision through. Now, they only repackage.
Their legacy now is broken promises and discarded combatants. Let them wallow in their dusty museum. Outworld deserves rulers who look forward, not backward.
Japanese games receive years of extensive post-launch DLC support, while ours wrap up in less than 2 years, offering only a handful of skins and lazy ray colors.
And now they are releasing new game trailers like Silent Hill F, Resident Evil Requiem, while ours are secret next projects.
How do I look on this? Outworld Menagerie.
As the final farewell skin that comes with the movie skin, you look absolutely beautiful in it, sister. Thank God, Tanya! This Outworld Menagerie skin finally makes you look like the Tanya I used to love. That default appearance Liu Kang created for you in this new era, or rather, the design Netherrealm gave you when you debuted in Li Mei's trailer, it sparked heated discussions among your devoted fans. You looked like a walk and a warrior straight out of the Marvel Universe. It's a shame your default voice and the weapon you wield now can never return to how they were before. At least not in this new era we are in. The people who designed you clearly have no respect for tradition and no understanding of aesthetics.
In my concept arts, I still have drawings of my two fans. I don't know what caused them to change the design idea. I heard of it from Liu Kang in the last era. I fought alongside you in Rain's rebellion plan to free Yi Denya. After Dewora executed you, Rain and Dai fled separately, only for Kote All to capture and execute me for treason. When you learned of my death, you were heartbroken and kidnapped Jade, asked Collector to find my body so Shang Tsung could resurrect me. Following that, the struggle ensued between Chronica, Shang Tsung, and Liu Kang over the position of Keeper of the Hourglass. In the earlier Midway era, I served Shinnok and Quan Chi of the Netherrealm, luring Liu Kang into traps, then later being forced to serve the resurrected Dragon King Onaga in his quest for the Kami Dagyu. My personal story keeps getting rewritten. I am tired of Netherrealm Studios' narrative instability. Yet we are lucky. This time our love has been connected across eras, and that they haven't altered. Perhaps for our relationship, love matters more than my appearance or voice. This is the definitive edition now. Since Mortal Kombat Deception, Jade hasn't shared the roster with you and me. But at least in this new era, in health and in sickness, in Outworld and in Yi Denya, in Menu and in Avatar, in Versus and in Online, in Chaos Reigns Expansion and in Definitive Edition, I am always with you.
How do I look on this skin, my love?
You are beautiful as always, my Empress.
Years of content? Ha! This definitive edition feels more like a tombstone for our story, Tanya. Netherrealm buries its promises faster than a Tarkatan in the wastes.
Indeed, Empress. To abandon the realm so abruptly, after such bold declarations. It speaks of priorities shifted by coin, not loyalty. Even the Umgadi see a vow through to its end.
Thousands? Barely a worthy crowd for a pit fight. Raiden's farmer boy drew more spectators. They claim DLC sold poorly. Perhaps if they offered more than endless shades of beige.
Dearest, those shades of beige likely funded their hasty retreat to the next project. A curious strategy. Inflate prices, deliver little, then vanish when the well runs dry. Hardly the tactics of honorable warriors.
Ah, yes! The Grand Chaos Reigns. Only for their development to reign in chaos and then cease. They built portals to infinite timelines yet couldn't sustain one game.
The irony is palpable. They explored the multiverse, yet seemed blind to the needs of their own creation. Gathering infinite allies was their plan. Abandoning their current subjects appears to be their execution.
Down 48%. So, they got our realm to chase profits elsewhere. Typical! They treat our saga like a cheap Arcatan blade. Use it until it breaks, then toss it aside.
A short-sighted strategy, Empress. They sacrifice long-term loyalty and the legacy of this new era Liu Kang grafted for immediate, dwindling returns. Trust, once broken like this, is harder to reclaim than Jared's soul.
69 Earthrealm dollars? For a bundle of promises they abandoned? Even Shang Tsung didn't dare charge so brazenly for half-finished theorems.
A steep toll indeed, Empress. Especially for those who already funded their realm. $50 more just to claim what was implied in their initial years of content vow. The Umgadi would call this extortion, not loyalty.
Ha! Definitive edition! The same shroud they used to bury MK9, X, and 11. Their pattern is clearer than Katana's disapproval. They wrap the corpse and move on.
A grim tradition, dearest. Ed Boon's years shrank faster than an evil demon in Quan Chi's amulet. 18 or 19 or 20, whatever Yidenya moons. Barely time for a second season before the tombstone arrived. Hardly the longevity Liu Kang envisioned for any new era.
Jade! Kasi! Kungjin! My potential allies looked away because their chaos reign sold like stale bread in the wastes. Their failure costs us new combatants.
The losses felt me, Lena. Whispers of unfinished models like discarded blueprints. They courted chaos but fled when profits dwindled, sacrificing potential stories for the safety of their next project. A coward's retreat.
Revenue down 48%. So they butcher our realm's future to plug their leaking coffers. They treat Outworld like a Tarkatan mine. Exploit it, then seal the shaft.
A desperate ploy, Empress. Their long-term planning for the next venture rings hollow when the current one bleeds out from neglect. They starve the realm with overpriced skins and locked combatants, then feign surprise when subjects depart.
A free animal, Liddy! How generous! A final bone tossed to the peasants while they shutter the palace. Does Boone think this distracts from the carcass of his years of content promise?
A token gesture, Melina, like scattering petals on a grave. It cannot mask the stench of abandonment. The true animal Liddy is their own predatory pricing, feasting on loyalty before vanishing into the next timeline.
A legacy collection? Digging up graves of ancient combat while our own realm lies abandoned? Is this their apology for cutting our story short?
A curious compensation, Empress. They offer dusty relics and forgotten moves when the living story they promised us bleeds out unfinished. It reeks of distraction, not amends.
Over 20 versions of old bones? Game Gear? Game Boy? They preserved those forgotten ports better than they supported our timeline. Where was this diligence for Mortal Kombat 1?
Priorities laid bare, dearest. Preserving pixelated ghosts of the past takes precedence over nurturing the vibrant new era they swore years to. A legacy collector's zeal, not a realm builder's.
Drawback net code for games older than Sindel's crown. So Nertherrealmers can smoothly relive Reptile's pixelated reveal. While our online combat halls echo with emptiness, the irony stalls.
Polishing ancient blades while letting the new ones rust, Melina. They ensure flawless clashes in forgotten eras, yet left our warriors stranded in matchmaking limbo, a perverse allocation of effort.
An interactive documentary! Lectures on how they once shocked realms, while now they shock us only with broken promises and abandoned DLC hypocrites!
Celebrating past audacity while practicing present cowardice, Empress. Boone and Tobias speak of controversy, yet their studio flees controversy's consequences, like the outcry over our cancelled combatants.
Unlocking noob's door, fen without codes. How generous! They offer convenient secrets from 30 winters past, while locking Jade and Kungjin away in our time, unfinished and lost, priorities perverted.
Accessibility granted only to the entombed, Melina. The living potential of Combat Pack 3 sacrificed while they meticulously catalog the crypt. A hollow gesture masquerading as fan service.
Silent Hill 2 Remake has received a DLC Steam DB update.
Even a polished studio shows more respect for fans' voices than the Chicago one. The Silent Hill F, Resident Evil Requiem, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
The new game they gave us is just them repackaging old games to temporarily divert our attention from their false promises.
Since they had the time to give us the Legacy Collection, why not remake it with Unreal Engine 5? If they are in a rush to work on their next project, why did they still find time for the Legacy Collection? Since they had time for the Legacy Collection, why not proceed with Mortal Kombat once Combat Pack 3?
Tell me about it. Next. Their next project will mean another long wait for us.
Empress, the whispers from Earthrealm grow louder. They claim this definitive edition is merely a shroud for unfinished tales. Our own journeys, potentially left incomplete.
Incomplete. Our victories, Sindul's sacrifice, my struggle with Tarkot, reduced to merchandise. If they dare cut short my reign or our story, Tanya, they will learn the meaning of true chaos.
To see our realm so sparsely populated, it feels a slight, Milena. We fought titans, faced our darkest selves. If you bear witness now, their neglect drove their own subjects away.
Fools! They built a grand coliseum, then barred the gates. Locked skins, broken promises, combat like dragging through tar. Who would stay? They starved the very realm they swore to nourish.
The audacity to demand such sums for fragmented pieces of our world. Skins, characters held ransom. While core combat languishes, it reeks of greed, not stewardship.
Greedier than a chitin hive. They priced their loyalty higher than Shao's ambition. And for what? More unfinished cameos. More portals leading nowhere. They squeezed their subjects dry, then vanished.
They speak of moving to the next project, while ours still bleeds from their neglect. Online combat at Ghost Town, promises unfulfilled. It lacks the Umgadi's dedication, or even General Shao's brutal commitment to a cause.
Commitment? They have the attention span of a rabid Tarkatan. One sniff of trouble or a dip in their precious coin, and they abandon the battlefield. Liu Kang crafted millennia they couldn't manage to years.
To think Liu Kang wove such intricate fates for us all, only for them to fray the threads prematurely. What of the Outworld advisories, the Target colonies, our own future?
Our future, Tanya, is ours to write. In this timeline, as Earthrealm scribes abandon their scrolls, we rule Outworld. We endure. Their neglect changes nothing here. Now, fetch the reports on the Target and relief efforts. We have work to do.
$50 to Definitive Edition upgrade. After already paying the Liu Kang's new era, they segment their creation like General Shao divides conquered lands, squeezing loyalty dry layer by layer. A curious path to prosperity.
Prosperity! For them, Tanya! Not for the warriors who bought their lies. They built of alt, not a realm. Combatants as coins, skins as ransom. And now the vault door slams shut with this definitive lock.
The leaks spoke true. DLC sold poorly. Development tends. The Definitive Edition merely confirms the corpse. They lacked the courage to announce the funeral, letting the mourners piece it together.
Cowards. Just like rain skulking in shadows. If your chaos reigns fails, rain harder. Find better serums. Don't flee to remake old glories while our new saga rots. Liu Kang corrupted us, not just dusty relics.
Steam charts show barely 1,000 souls, a barren realm. They promised vibrant combat, a thriving empire. They delivered a ghost town haunted by microtransactions and broken queues.
Why stay? to fight the same 3 warriors clad in beige and crimson, to pay thrice for scraps, to crash and drown in airlocks. They killed their realm, Tanya, negligence sharper than my side.
A remastered past. Ed Boon whispers of it. Is that their grand next project? While our present, our hard-won peace, our Tarkatan reforms, are left unfinished, they value faded tapestries over living threads.
Let them dig up old bones. Our timeline, our struggles, Sindal's sacrifice, my disease, Jared's return, deserved better than this. This abandoned chapter. They dishonor the story Liu Kang began.
Years of content, reduced to a marketing lure, a vow as hollow as Shao's allegiance. They lured champions in with promises of a lasting arena, only to dismantle it before the final combat.
Then let their definitive edition be their epitaph. We endure, Tanya. We rule a real outworld. Fetch the Tarkatan relief plans. We build real legacies, not digital graves.
Digital Eclipse. Experts in resurrection. They were hired not to build anew, but to embalm the past. A fitting choice, given how hastily Nertherrealm entered our present.
Embalmers! Exactly! Polishing corpses while our realm gasps. They'd rather celebrate dead legacy than fight for the living legacy they created with Liu Kang. Cowards clinging to faded glory.
The timing. Late 2025. Alongside that Nertherrealm movie, another calculated synergy, Milena. Using the film's shadow to sell relics, hoping nostalgia masks the stench of MK1's premature demise.
Synergy, more like a shroud. Drape the old over the failure of the new. Let them feast on memories of Raiden's hat while Raiden himself languishes in a dead game. Disgusting!
An electronic game museum. Their own words. They admit it. MK1 wasn't a realm to nurture, it was merely an exhibit, temporary. Destined for the archive once profits waned. We were displays, not champions.
Displays? Is that what we were? My Tarkat struggle, Sindal's sacrifice, Jared's return. Just exhibits for their temporary gallery? Our pain, their passing spectacle. I should tear down their museum stone by stone.
They promise secrets revealed. Concept art mocap. Yet the greatest secret remains. Why Kombat Pack 3 truly died. Was it only money or deeper incompetence? Their Mortal Kombat Legacy collection won't display those truths.
They will show dusty sketches of Kano's I beam, but hide the unfinished model of Jade. They glorify ancient controversy while burying their own modern failures. History written by victors or cowards.
So, this legacy collection stands as their monument. Not to our victories, Milena, but to their retreat. A tomb for the promise of the new era, filled with artifacts from a past they now deem safer.
Let them have their tomb, Tanya. Let them worship ghosts. Our legacy isn't in their digital museum. It's here, in Outworld, in the Tarkatan reforms, in our rule. Fetch the advisors. We write history alive.
So many to do, so little time. What now?
60 minutes is more than enough. I still need to get some sleep, and I have a lot of next projects waiting for me to finish. Let them watch part 2. Otherwise, this video might end up being an hour and a half or even 2 hours long. Like a movie. It's just too long. This is in for today's video now. Thanks for you guys who are watching in front of the screen.